Week 1 is underway. It's actually underway right now as we record this episode. Eagles-Cowboys, was it 14-7 right now?
14-7. Eagles have the ball and they're driving.
I liked that nice play from Jalen Carter before he could even take a snap.
That's a bonehead
Spit
play.
on Dak Prescott, and he got ejected from the game. So, Eagles-Cowboys. Eagles are a little boneheaded. They got Nick Sirianni coaching them.
Hey, man, that's Philly for you. I'll tell you. Oh, Jalen Hurts somehow evaded a sack and ran for almost a touchdown.
Yes. This team's looking to be a high-scoring game. We'll see if George Pickens has a little crash out at some point. I think that'd be interesting. Hopefully, that'd be funny. But week 1, that means Steelers playing.
Yes, sir.
Aaron Rodgers. See Aaron Rodgers, see this defense. Suppose this defense is supposed to be best in the league, so we're going to see how it goes here. But we're back, second episode of the season. I'm gonna have a reaction episode coming out maybe right after the game, maybe Sunday morning. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what I'm going with. Schedule's a little hectic this weekend with work and Steeler game, club soccer. So we're a little busy, but we're gonna get that episode out so we have some more content for our viewers. I saw our YouTube video got 44 views.
Hey, that's an uptick right there. I like that.
The Spotify episode had 1 play, so YouTube's looking nice right now.
That move may have been the best thing that could have happened.
We are liking YouTube. Once we get some video rolling on YouTube, maybe we'll draw some more people into it.
Gotta figure out how to use these things.
These thingies, yeah. But the reaction video that will be...
This is terrible.
Reaction video to the game will be, we'll have video. So, maybe we'll actually get some draws in there. Maybe we'll cook up some graphics or something. We'll see what goes on with that.
Sky is the limit.
But we're going to start off here. Obviously, Steelers.
And Jalen Hurts just ran in his second touchdown of the game.
Steelers play at MetLife versus the Jets. Sunday, 1 p.m.
I can't wait.
September 7th. I'm excited.
I can't wait.
That's the big thing I'm looking forward to.
That's the reason why I took off work Sunday, so I can watch the Steelers game. But we'll get into how
I never work Sunday, and that's in part because of Steeler games.
Okay,
so that's what we're rolling with. As we look into this game, some of the key matchups, before we get into key matchups, there's the obvious narrative. Rodgers, Jets QB last year, Fields, Steelers QB last year. There's going to be some stakes to the game, at least for those two quarterbacks. And I have a sneaking suspicion that one's going to be coming out on top just based off of schematic and just roster overall, who has the better team. But looking at these key matchups, I think it's going to be looking at this in the trenches here. We have...
I can agree. I feel like I'm already going to know the name of a guy you're going to probably talk about.
What, Elijah Vera Tucker?
Oh, no. There's another guy.
Elijah Vera Tucker, he ain't playing. He's out for the year. So their O-line got weakened.
That's huge.
Already. Their D-line's pretty light. And if, the Steelers are going to dip into that 12 and 13 personnel with 2 and 3 tight ends, play big. We'll see. I think it's going to be a run-heavy game.
I think so, too, and I'm actually going to touch on that in a little bit. So
I do think the key matchup is going to be who O-line v D-line, both ends, really.
I can agree, but I kind of went a little bit more specific. I went with Armand Membu versus T.J. Watt.
You got those inexperienced tackles going against some of the best edge rushers in the league.
And I think that's going to be a very interesting thing to see. I mean, obviously for Membu, to see if he's like that guy, to see if he can hold his own against some of the best in the league. So I think that'll be another interesting one. And another very interesting matchup I will kind of highlight here is DK versus Sauce Gardner. I think that'll be a very important matchup to keep an eye on, because we'll see if that will open up, maybe Calvin Austin or one of our other receivers we have. Even Roman Wilson. I mean, there's some stuff on Roman Wilson and Aaron Rodgers I saw before the season, which I might also touch on a little bit later.
They're tight,
It's something like that. But
I think it's gonna be big on
encouraging.
Who's going on Garrett Wilson, and will they be able to mirror him? I think it's gonna be.
That'll be a huge one.
Pretty much. I think that's their main, if only, passing target for the whole offense. So if you can lock him up,
which I think they can.
I think they'll be doing. pretty well. I mean,
I'm
honestly,
confident either Ramsey,
Porter or Ramsey.
yeah. One of them can cover him. I have utmost confidence.
I happen to agree. Slay, I don't know. I have to see it. He's getting a little old. He wasn't good last year, but
yeah, keep him on the back burner. But don't forget, Unc might still got it, bro.
Unc might have it still.
Unc still got it.
I think he'll be okay. He'll be better than
serviceable.
Patrick Peterson and
James
stuff.
Pierre.
James Pierre.
I
James Pierre didn't even make the roster.
I just like James Pierre a lot. That's just all I can say though.
Yeah. Players to watch. Jalen Warren.
Okay, I like that.
I got Warren. I'm gonna go Warren and Broderick Jones.
You know what?
This game will be a it'll give us a little fortune tell of how the season's gonna go at that left tackle position. If Broderick's looking like he was at right tackle for last year, it's gonna be a rough year. But if he's showing a little bit of promise,
yeah,
that's my hopes. Main reason I'm talking about Warren is he had that extension, so I feel like he's gonna be
hungry. He's gonna be out there running. He's gonna
that
be
definite number one back. So I'm
Yeah.
curious how he's gonna roll out with that.
But for me here with players to watch, I went with one from the Jets as well, just to kind of keep it fair. But I went with Yaya Black. I think with Derek Harmon, being hurt, and Cam Hayward being a little whatever, I think
YA switched to 94 as well. He's no longer 78.
Really? Okay,
Yep.
okay. So yeah, I think that would be interesting to see. He's looking like he might make his NFL debut here, get a start potentially. So it should be interesting to see what he does. I like his little belly celly. That's what they've been calling it, it's the belly celly. So
He looked pretty good.
Let him eat, and then obviously for the Jets, Justin Fields. I mean, I think everything the Jets do on offense is obviously going to start from Justin Fields.
Mm-hmm.
Got to make sure he doesn't beat us on his feet because he's capable of doing that. So
I think it's his make or break year right here.
Yeah.
He's given the reins legitimately. There's no one else to challenge him there at quarterback.
Literally a fresh slate for
Fresh slate fully. He's not competing with the master chef Russell Wilson. So
dude, he's in freaking.
he should be in all.
Did he get the start? Was it Jackson Dart? Russell Wilson get the start, right?
Yeah, for sure. I don't think Dart or Winston. So yeah, it's probably Russ.
I saw Dart was making some, I guess, noise, but
Dart's looked decent in preseason, but
obviously it's gonna be Russ. But
I'm not plugged in with the Giants, but I'm 99% sure it's Russ.
Me neither.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It should be interesting. But
yeah, I think this is Fields' last opportunity this season. I don't think he's gonna make the jump that people think he's going to, especially with how he processes the field. It just depends. I think if you throw him in on the Eagles, he's probably similar to Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I think if he was put on that Eagles offense, I think he would. If you put anyone on that Eagles offense, I think they'll be decent.
Yeah, well, especially with Fields, with how similar he is to Hurts, with mobility and arm strength. I mean, even Fields probably has a bigger arm than Hurts. I'm just curious to see if Fields can actually make progress with how he actually progresses through the field. I don't.
He showed flashes last year, but 9 times out of 10, if he had a really good play, it was usually called back because of Broderick Jones doing something. So, which was true. I remember George Pickens had a long touchdown. Guess what? Holding Broderick Jones.
Just depends on how catered the offense is to Fields to make it easier for him, which I think it probably will be, but. How easy can you make it in the NFL?
I'm sure that offense can't be difficult if it's for Justin Fields or that. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I can barely name anyone on that Jets offense besides maybe like 4 people.
Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson, Braylon Allen,
Membu,
Lazard,
Membu.
Okay,
maybe I was a little too harsh.
Conklin still there? I don't know. The tight end.
I think Tyler Conklin is still there, or Jack Conklin, something like that.
But I'm going to brush over this since we already kind of briefly talked about it. But our big players that are out for Sunday, obviously rookie D-tackle Derek Harmon. He'll be back in maybe a week or two.
Yeah, just don't rush it. Don't
rush it. He's a rookie, He has an MCL or ACL sprain or something, knee sprain. Elijah Vera-Tucker tore his tricep the other day in practice. So he's out for the year. Also a contract year, so he's probably going to be on a new team next year.
Done.
Not done forever, but
not done. Yeah, obviously not forever.
He's definitely done for the season. Yeah. I'm gonna say he was pretty good when he actually played. It's just he can't stay on the field.
Oh, it sounds like someone I know.
Who are we talking about?
Oh, I was low key pointing a finger at T.J. Watt. Because I'm not gonna lie,
he's not that bad.
He's not that bad, but sometimes he gets hurt at the most inconvenient moments.
Yeah, well, he's all banged up in playoffs, so he doesn't contribute.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's not like hating on Watt, but sometimes he can get a little.
They gotta keep him fresh for playoffs. Why do you think they lose every year?
Right. Dude's putting
Big
the team on his back and then
big speculation. I don't think this is really anything, but everyone's like, "Oh, is Cam Hayward gonna play?" He's been trying to get this new contract. I think he's playing.
100%. I think that people are saying he's not gonna play. I think they're just trying to beef up whatever the stuff he had.
Yeah, because he didn't practice today.
He never practices.
He's old. He's old. Gotta keep him fresh for the game. I think he's playing. He's been practicing for the past couple of days, anyways. So
I mean, at the end of the day, Cam Hayward, he's a competitor, one of the biggest competitors on that defense, honestly, and I don't think he's gonna sit out just to sit out. He's gonna play. He's not one of those guys. I feel like
they should just give him incentive boosts on his contract and just call it a day.
Make him happy.
Exactly.
Make him happy. Let him retire. Boom.
He was 2 more years.
Well, obviously after.
Yeah. Well, what the Niners just did with Juwan Jennings, they gave him extra $3 million in incentives in his contract.
I honestly think
it's that easy.
That would probably be the best option, at least for him. But hey.
Yeah. I found it funny. I watched a clip about it on the Pat McAfee show, and Schefter said, Juwan Jennings, blah blah blah, that, and then he was like, Pittsburgh should check that out, and everyone thought, oh, receiver. I was like, no, he's talking about adding money to a contract.
I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I just gotta add one thing about the Niners.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think. Well, yeah, hot take right now. I think Ricky Pearsall's gonna have a breakout year.
Yeah. He's the receiver 1 right now, probably.
I know. Yeah, he is. But oh my God, Dak Prescott. What? Oh my, Dak Prescott's looking like prime Big Ben right here. I'm not gonna lie. The way he just evaded the sack was insane. Oh my God, that was something. The score's also 14-14, but
there we go. So I'm not watching. I ran out of my free time, so we're fully locked in over here. But as we get into this game plan for the Steelers, what do you think is your ideal? What should they focus on, whether it's offensively or defensively?
Me personally, I want to see the Steelers use the middle of the field and use their big guys in the middle of the field.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you look at any of these
big
other
game
teams,
for the tight ends,
exactly.
Maybe.
And I honestly would love to see that because I haven't seen a big game from a tight end in so long. Yeah.
It's honestly just like a roster mismatch. You have Freiermuth, Smith, and then Washington. Washington himself is just a mismatch with how he moves. And
you see the Eagles game. I mean, he had a few catches in that game, and then he got that penalty, and then
excessive blocking.
That was so stupid. But oh
well. Darius Slay.
Which is interesting. We got a little connection there.
They're chilling now. They're chilling.
Yeah, I think if you just utilize our big guys in the middle of the field, I mean, even DK, utilize your guys in the middle of the field. I think that will be one of the biggest keys for the Steelers' offense.
And then defensively, I do agree with that game plan. I like that. Play big. That's the game plan.
It has to
be. Out muscle them.
I mean, you got
they haven't played that kind of football in a long time. Looking at the defense, though, I think I keep hearing these guys on the team talk about Blitzburg. Make it real. Give me some blitzes. If Justin Fields is going to pass, give him no time. I think you have the D-backs to be able to send some extra guys in to get that pressure on automatically. Granted, they haven't blitzed in the past couple of years because they think the 4 guys can just get in themselves. But imagine if they have 5 or 6 coming in. That's freaking pressure like that. You know what I mean?
I saw an article, I think, the other day that was talking about the Steelers and blitzing and how they should do it this year. Mm-hmm. Because you have cornerbacks who are capable of doing it. Like when we had Mike Hilton. When the Steelers had Mike Hilton, I feel like we blitzed like it was crazy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think going back to that, especially against Fields, I think that'll be something interesting to keep an eye on.
You just gotta be able to contain.
Yeah.
Don't let them escape on those blitzes.
See, they've contained Lamar a few times.
Yeah, except for the playoffs.
Why would you remind me?
$2.99.
Why would you remind me? I had to witness that in person.
I think.
You know how demoralizing that is as a fan?
I'm gonna stay optimistic and think that playoff game will maybe actually change how the defense is ran. I'm not gonna hold my breath on it, but Tomlin was talking about he sat in the shower depressed or whatever. They're just thinking about we gotta stop the run.
He thought he was gonna lose his job.
Oh, for real?
Probably not. I think I'm not gonna lie. His job was probably secured even more after that loss.
But I just know if they don't adjust to demolish the run, This is it's continuing to be Steeler football. We need a new way.
They need a change.
They need a rebrand. You know,
They need to find a new identity. That's how
defensive identity. Yeah, they got to be more aggressive.
Like you can't.
Well,
just
they're
rely
aggressive
on-
to begin with, but they only rush 4. You know,
You can't like rely on.
Mhm.
And Dallas is going back and almost had a touchdown.
but we got our predictions. We'll start off with the game,
Okay.
and then we'll go with the season. So game prediction, I'm gonna go 27-10.
Okay. Honestly, I was
Steelers.
I was a little bit in that wheelhouse as
Yeah.
well. I was in between 24 to 20
Mhm.
and 24 to 14, but I'm gonna go with 24 to 14. I feel like that's more.
I do think they'll win by 2
achievable there.
scores.
I think so as well. I mean, I saw that the spread.
I think the
spread was
offense
3.5.
is set up than
Yeah.
the Jets for sure.
I just think, like you said earlier, there's definitely
Especially
mismatches.
Especially with, if you, like just straight up, our offense versus their defense, I think our offense is better than defense. And then their
Yeah.
offense versus our defense, I think our defense blows them out of the water.
And
So,
I can agree with that, but it should be interesting.
Two-score
Interesting
game.
stuff.
let's
But
just see.
I do think I don't mean to cut you off again, but I do think there's a chance that this game could be a little bit closer than we thought. I think this could definitely
Yeah.
come down to a touchdown or a field goal. So it's Steelers football. You gotta remember, I'm not gonna be the optimist here, but
yeah.
this is Steelers football. Disclaimer. Which I hope not, but
Season prediction. I'm going to go 11-6.
okay.
I was thinking about, being a little risque and going with 12-5, but 11-6 seems like it. The only thing I hope is they actually finish hot this year rather than cold.
Stone cold.
Mhm.
I mean, we're not too far. I mean, I said the Steelers would go 10-7.
10-7.
I personally see that. I think the lowest they would go is obviously probably 8-9, and I think their ceiling could be 12-5. But
Yeah, that's what I think they're.
that's why I went with 10-7
Mhm.
because you never know, especially with the Steelers because they'll beat the freaking Chiefs. Well, not really. They'll beat the Chiefs but lose to like the Raiders or
Yep.
something. That's the logic,
Well, yeah. I got our one question. We'll do our hot take. Our one question: what's one specific thing you want to see from the Steelers team? What do you got?
Personally, I want to see Aaron Rodgers stay off the ground. Stay off the ground and pass the ball.
An actual successful offensive line.
You know what? You know what happens if you pass the ball and stay up? You can open up the run. You know what happens if you open up the run? Your guys are going to eat.
Your guys are flowing.
Your guys are going to eat, and the offense is
flow
going to
is
look good.
there.
And yeah, that's really it. Just keep Rodgers upright so he can do his thing. And because me personally, I trust Rodgers.
I do too.
I trust him. He's not going to play hero ball like Mitch Trubisky or Russell Wilson, but I think he's going to ball.
My specific thing, this has been one of the Steelers' issues for the past couple years. So not start the first quarter flat-footed.
Oh yeah.
Actually play hard and know like you, and act like the game actually started. Every time it's freaking 3 and out, and then they're down like 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. It's actually starting to get really ridiculous.
I saw a stat. I
And
think
it
it's
just, like, it's
taking out 35% of the
Yeah,
time.
it's deflating. Every first quarter that they suck. So
It's redundant.
it is.
It's predictable.
Oh yeah.
That's one thing. It's really predictable, and teams know that. So I feel like they just exploit it. It's
Mhm.
like playing Madden against your
They're
3-year-old cousin.
They're super conservative on offense in the first quarter. They always just try and run the ball.
I
So
don't.
that's when we got to take shots.
I don't understand why they've been that conservative. I don't know if it's like a
They don't want to turn the ball
scheming
over.
thing.
That's what it is.
Honestly,
That's a Tomlin scheme.
honestly, even if they turn the ball over, that defense is built to stop that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Let's just see some more risky football.
Yeah.
Hot takes.
I'll kick it off.
Kicking it off for first week of the season. Hot takes. Amir, let's start it off. How are we doing? What do we
You know
got?
I think
What do you got
Aaron
for us?
I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be the glue to keeping this offense in check. And the
Mhm.
reason why I said that is because there was a little thing with the media. They thought that with the Jets he was really, he was calling his teammates out, I feel like the Steelers kind of need something like that. someone
How
that
young that offense is.
to keep guys in check. I know him and Aaron Rodgers and Roman Wilson had like a little thing going on where he kind of got everybody together and tried to coach him on how to run a post route or something like that because he didn't do it right.
Yeah.
And not saying that like Aaron Rodgers is the perfectionist, but he wants things done like a certain way. And I feel like
done right.
If Rodgers can get into those guys and be like, hey, this is how it's done, I think this team could, outperform the expectations that have been set by fans and everybody. So I really think that Rodgers may be a bigger key than we think. And that might be a reason why Tomlin decided to bring him in the first place.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my thoughts with that.
The veteran leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hot take is Jaylen Warren's going to show why he earned that extension. I think he's going to show why he's that RB1. I'd like to see some Caleb Johnson, but Jaylen Warren, I think he's been given the full, we'll say, majority of the the lead.
Yeah.
I think he's going to explode out of here. I think Najee kind of held the offense back for those couple seasons, and I think Caleb Johnson honestly is a more aggressive runner than Najee. So whenever he's in, it'll look a little bit better. But I think Warren getting majority of the reps is going to look pretty decent, especially 100%. With his pass protection and pass production with how he is in the pass game.
He's an aggressive little guy. You wouldn't expect to see it out of a guy like him, but
I think it's going to be durable.
I like it. I like it though, but I do got a quick question. Do you think Jaylen Warren's going to be the guy Tomlin trots out week 1? Take first snap.
I hope it's play action.
Play action?
Yes.
Play action pick?
No.
No, look, I saw a meme on Instagram that said, me when I'm ready for Steelers football, then a pin took another picture. Me when Aaron Rodgers throws a pick on the first play of the game. I'm like, that'd be something.
Still call a pass play. Don't live in your fears.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're gonna saucy play action. Get everyone to bite, skirt, run a flea flicker. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Hey, I think we had a couple of those last year. Maybe 1 or 2 flea flickers.
I don't know if they were successful.
I think one was in the Cowboys game, if I remember.
I don't remember that at all.
Unfortunately, I remember the Cowboys game because I was there.
I watched that.
Watched the ending of that game.
That game started late because of weather too. It sucked.
Dude, you know what time I got back to campus that night?
Midnight 30. 1, 2, 3.
3:30.
Oh.
3:30.
And that game was over at 12:30, 1 o'clock or something.
Yeah, I was stuck in the parking garage for an hour and a half.
Lord. But that is going to wrap it up here today.
Week 1.
Kicking it off into season 1. Go Steelers.
Go.
Hopefully it's good. Please pray.
Thoughts and prayers, guys.
See ya.